Hello and welcome. We are the Wells of Wall Street. My name is Simon.
And I'm Steve.
Excellent. So you guys haven't met Steve yet, so welcome aboard.
Thank you
Literally,
very
we're on our
much.
boat right now, behind us.
You can see it's
Yeah.
rather large.
One day, one day. So obviously, we've been investing in crypto for a number of months now. Not as long as most people out there, I'm sure, but we've taken a lot of learnings, haven't we, mate?
We have
For
indeed.
sure.
Yeah, I think you first talked to me about the, what would you call it, the sector in probably sort of November last year. And I think I palmed it off a little bit at the start. I was very much like, yeah, I'm sure I'll get around to it because I invest in stocks as well and shares. So
Yeah, you've been doing that a while now, haven't you? The old stocks.
yeah, a little bit longer than crypto. But you were so adamant, and it was such a good arena to get involved in. And yeah, I dipped my toe in back in December into XRP, £50 in within 2 days, went down to £10, I think. And I don't think I bought anything else until January. But since then, no, I think I did a bit of my own research and looked into why it's a great space to be involved in, a great space to put your money in as well, especially if it's a long term vision. And yeah, it's been a fun ride. It's been, don't get me wrong, my heart has dropped quite a few times over the months, especially in around about the May and June time. But you know, it's just short term. We're all about long term.
It's funny you bring out that story actually, because when I sort of originally started, sort of last year, maybe March time, I had no clue about the markets or anything like that. And it was a time when I bought some Ethereum and I did exactly what you did. I didn't do any research. I just thought, oh, Ethereum apparently is a good one. Go in there, put £50 in, and it absolutely tanked. And I took it straight out and I was like, I'll call it quits here. But I don't know. I don't really. Maybe because of the pandemic and having more time in the evenings and things like this, more and more videos turn up on my YouTube because of the usual advertising algorithm nonsense. And I just started learning more and more about all the different projects, and especially things that you're interested in, like sports and gaming and things like that. And it sort of like ticked the boxes. I thought it was really interesting, and then it just took off from there. And then come sort of December, I was relatively into it, and then obviously you came along as well, finally. And I think the progression, even just the last like 6 months, or now into July already, it's been absolutely incredible. People are looking at the markets now thinking, oh, it's down, it's terrible. Yeah, we have had a drop, but it's still higher than it was in January. And we've learned so much in that time.
Oh, it's
So
been
much.
a huge learning curve the last 6 months. And when you read most news outlets, most mainstream news outlets, you only hear about Bitcoin really, and it's kind of scaremongering, isn't it? We found a lot over the last
The old
few
FUD.
months. It's Bitcoin's so volatile, yes, and there'll be a story on it being all-time high price at $65,000, and then all of a sudden, but you'll lose all your money if you invest in it. It's now gone back down to 30, and it's negative, and then the whole Elon Musk influence and the Dogecoin pumps, and it's just it's the sort of thing that I think you don't realize until you're in the space. I've got a lot of people, a lot of my friends that will ask me about it. Maybe they've dabbled in it and haven't really fully gone in, dipped their toes in the pool, as it were. And some people that are flat out don't want to be involved in it because you just see a lot of stuff that appears in mainstream media.
Yeah,
and I think until you're in it, you realize that, yeah, that's fine. You can manipulate markets at the moment. Like a tweet from Elon Musk will drive down the price of almost everything, but that's not going to last forever. And
No.
you're in a project that, yes, it might gain 400% in a week and then drop by 80% the following week, but it's still then 20% higher than it was.
Yeah, that's the learnings, isn't it? I think it's just the development of all these projects as we go along. And it's so early. We're still so early in the whole spectrum of what we've learned in crypto, of course, being around for like the last 10 years or whatever. But we're so early. If you think about the stock markets in general, it's of course been going for decades, absolutely decades, even maybe a century or so, if you think about it in that long capacity. And what you mentioned about the FUD side, that's just the same principle exactly in the stock markets as well. Constant news of up and down of that sort of thing. So yeah, there's multiple learnings that we've had. And I think the main things I've learned, and maybe this is from like growing vegetables and stuff through pandemic, to be patient and not be too disheartened if things start going brown and you want them to go green again. Like I put that principle now into the market. Seeing all this bad news, I don't care about it anymore. I know if you've done your research properly, you'll know everything that you need to know in that project to go, I believe in this, and like, I'm happy to wait. Now, you and I have got short-term plans and long-term plans in this space. For me, majority of them are long-term, so I'm not really fussed about the ups and downs right now. I'll just buy them in the lowest points I can. But yeah, there's things out there where you see the bit of news, and for us now, not originally, but in this short space of time, we learnt to the point where we buy the fear, right?
Yeah.
That's always one of the big sayings in there. We buy the fear while everyone's crying and sad about the drops, perhaps not understanding the market. And we're not hypocritical at all, because we were in that position before. We've learnt that already.
Oh yeah, I've 100% suffered from buying high and then trying to trade and get a new entry position on certain projects, and it's not worked, and I've ended up being down either in the amount of tokens or coins I have of a certain thing, or the amount of money. And very much I think we've established over the 6 months of talking mostly on a daily basis about crypto, is that we're very much hodlers.
Yeah, definitely.
It's all about the long term, and if you can look back over all the charts, and I don't think there's many projects that have started at a price and ended lower than that price. They've always increased in value.
That's right.
And there are a lot of certain coins out there that we're not interested in. They are ones that you'll see rise by 11,000% in a week.
The old meme coins
and yes, they're the sort of projects that if you get in at the right time, the right amount of investment, will make you a lot of money if you sell at the right time. But they are far riskier and also offer nothing. We're very much more interested in the projects that actually have a meaning for the world.
Yeah, totally agree. I think I won't say the real word that they're called, but the meme coins and these sorts of things, of course, very much driven by announcements, random announcements, and that's not what we're really about. And don't get me wrong, everyone's got a different strategy. Some people like that, but I'm just not. For me, like, my money is important, and don't put in what you can, or don't put in what you can't afford to lose. Basically, is what I'm saying.
100%.
And the research is really important, of course. But yeah, for me, it's like, I work hard, and I'm sure I know you do, Steve, and everyone else out there works really hard for their money. So why on earth would you want to throw that away on something, that doesn't really mean anything? But you could. It is like the lottery in some of them. Like, you just think, oh, you like the name, or you want to do this, you want to do that, and it does take off. Or you see like rumors and announcements of coins, like we had the Shiba ones come out recently and things like that. But for us, I think collectively, we do talk on a daily basis. We're sharing ideas, projects. I have good background in like the IoT AI. You've got backgrounds in sports and everything like that. So we feed off that, and it's that belief and the research again on top of that puts our trust in the fundamental ones. And I think they're the ones that go forward, aren't they?
You highlight that word fundamentals, and I think that's really important to know that ones that actually have a purpose, and maybe they can contribute to a global currency, or they can contribute to how systems operate,
real
whether
world,
that's financial, systemic, or whatever it may be. Systemic, I don't think systemic is a word.
It is now.
and things that actually contribute a positive thing to the world that we live in. So our fundamentals, if I'm not mistaken, are probably XRP, ADA, VeChain, XDC, XLM, HBAR. I'm personally invested also in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that's purely for store of value reasons, not because I think they'll grow at a more exponential rate than the others. Is there anything that I'm forgetting?
We have a big list, to be fair. I think we'll probably definitely do a video on like our top 5, top 10 picks each. We'll do a bit of a battle on that as well. But yeah, I guess that sort of brings us to the point, mate. To thank you guys, because the subscriber amounts and everything have been rising quite rapidly. Of course, you see our number of 148 subscribers as of recording. Now, that's obviously probably nowhere near as big as all the other YouTube channels, but the fact that we've only been going a couple of weeks, just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that is subscribing, getting involved in the comments, and talk to us about the other channels we're on, Steve, as well.
Yeah, we have got Twitter at Wales of Wall Street, as you've just highlighted, the YouTube there. We're also on TikTok as well. I'm trying to actually get my head around how that works, because I don't understand it really. I'm too old. But yeah, TikTok at Wells of Wall Street. Try to get some regular content out that way. Any updates on Twitter of when new videos drop. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe for everything that we got coming.
Yeah, brilliant. And yeah, just get involved in the comments. We want to hear any projects you want us to cover, any bits of information you want us to cover, and that applies to all the other social platforms as well. Get involved. We want to interact with you guys as much as possible and keep growing the channel, of course. But
because by no means are we experts.
No,
we've learned a lot in a short period of time, but we're very much new into the crypto space, so we're learning just as much as you're learning.
Exactly. Yeah, I think we've gotten pretty smart pretty quick on all of this, and I think that's just from the daily interaction with crypto in general, the DeFi space, and the people around us, all the groups that we've set up externally, like WhatsApp and things like that, which we're trying to push into Telegram to open it up to bigger communities and things. So yeah, let's keep going and enjoy it more and more with you guys out there. So really appreciate the support. And yeah, other than that, I guess we just hope you liked this little introduction to Steve. Welcome, as I said, welcome aboard. And yeah, let's crack on. And thanks for watching. And hopefully we will see you on the moon. Take care, guys.